Anambra Deputy Governor Dr. Ibezim cautions against indiscriminate dumping of refuse. Anambra State Government seals off site of collapsed building at Oba, Idemili South Council area. Minister of State for Health, Mamora, calls for promotion of traditional medicine in Nigeria. North Korea threatens South Korea of nuclear retaliation if provoked. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Apologies for beginning a bit behind schedule. Now, Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim has urged residents of Onitsha North and South, Obaru and Idemili North local government areas to desist from indiscriminate dumping of waste and to report any person or persons caught in the unlawful act to the appropriate authorities for prosecution. The Deputy Governor gave the instruction during inspection of on the last day of the 3 days on Onitsha North and South, Obaru and Idemili North local government areas waste evacuation and drainage desilting project. A Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo fired this report taken from here.
During inspection exercise by the Deputy Governor at various dumping points around Onitsha North local government area, including Queen of Rosary College, Oguta Road, Onitsha Axis, and Okosi by New Cemetery Road, residents expressed gratitude to God for giving Anambra State Professor Chukwuma Soludo as the governor whose vision and mission is to meet the needs of the poor masses. Deputy Governor Ibezim, while emphasizing on the importance of a clean and healthy environment, called on the Anambra to see actualization of a clean and healthy state as a collective responsibility. Some youths in the areas visited, including Mr. Chukwudi Mbakwe, Ifeanyi Ndukwe, and Chike Obiozo, assured to organize themselves to enforce proper waste disposal in the area, that appealed to the state government to also employ waste management officers that will be in charge of every dumping site in the area to ensure regular evacuation of waste. But the State Commissioner for Environment nominee who hails from the area, Engineer Felix Odumegu, and a stakeholder in Onitsha North, Mr. Chiejina Obieze, Professor Soludo's intervention in the area has earned his administration the masses' trust, assuring that the people will combine efforts with the state government to ensure a sustained, clean and healthy environment. After evacuation of waste in each dumping point, the state government replaces the old waste bins with new ones.
The Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, has distributed empowerment tools worth millions of naira to the people of his constituency to enable them fend for themselves. The program, which coincided with his 45th birthday celebration, took place at Central Primary School, Ifitogwari, in Ayamelum local government area. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim reports is taken from our studio.
Distributed by the Speaker were 600 bags of fertilizers, 11 Toyota Camry vehicles, 33 sewing machines, 55 motorcycles, grinding machines, chemical spraying machines for insecticides, among others. In his remarks, Right Honorable Okafor explained that the event, which was designed to mark his 45th birthday celebration, was in fulfillment of his campaign promises aimed at creating employment and improve on the standard of living of his constituents. The Speaker appreciated his constituents for their support to the APGA government in the state and assured that he will continue to represent them effectively in the State Assembly in order to change their lives positively and the overall development of the constituency and the state at large. He also donated 2 million naira cash reward to the political wards within his constituency that did exceptionally well during the November 6th governorship election in the state, while Uchoka Support Group donated 2.5 million naira to the speaker to purchase expression of interest and nomination forms for his re-election bid in appreciation of his wonderful performance in his constituency.
Let me start on the already existing protocol. That about my official day of turning back to APGA, the home I built along with so many soldiers. I am saying that we are going to bounce back into APGA with the full force that we are bringing from where we are coming from.
On his part, the All Progressives Grand Alliance chairman in Ayamelum local government area, Mr. Livinus Onyenwe, disclosed that the party made the right choice in Right Honorable Okafo as he has lived up to the expectations. Responding, the beneficiaries of the Speaker's employment scheme, Chief Ken Onyenbo and Mrs. Bridget Nonyelo, appreciated the Speaker for his gesture, stressing that employment tools will boost their businesses.
Overwhelmingly happy, and we remain ever happy with the Speaker for all his kindness and good gestures for his constituents.
The occasion climaxed with the cutting of the Speaker's 45th birthday cake. Dignitaries who graced the occasion were Governor Chukuma Saludo, the member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedu Bidigwe, the State Chairman of APGA, Sir Norbert Obi, members of the Anambra State House of Assembly, commissioners nominees, traditional rulers, among others.
A joint task force of Anambra State government led by the Physical Planning Board has sealed off the building site of ongoing structure which collapsed Thursday night at Oba, Idemili South Council area. Correspondent GK Abana reports.
Collapsed building is situated at A-Class Avenue, St. John Paul Estate, Umuogali Village, Oba. Executive Chairman of the board, Barrister Chike Maduekwe, revealed that contrary to reports making the rounds on the media space, no casualty was recorded. He announced that no approval was secured for the project, noting that the staff of the board always face resistance from people of the area for any development project. According to Barrister Maduekwe, developers should always endeavor to obtain approvals as a way of averting avoidable negative occurrences, stressing that such move is in line with Governor Soludo's resolve and mandate of a livable and prosperous homeland.
I want to send a clear, very definite information to these people. The days of hooliganism, using threat of force and arms to stop government from entering any part of this state is over. His Excellency, the Governor of the state, Charles Chukuma Soludo, has made it clear that he's willing to organize for youths to have proper employment. But anybody who thinks that he can continue earning a living by being a tout or a thug and using force to intimidate government officers, that time is over. Impunity and lawlessness will no longer be tolerated.
The President General of Umuogali Village, Dr. Kingsley Obasanya, who regretted the unfortunate incident, revealed that the developer is far away in Spain, stressing that the village people have since launched a search for the contractor building the project. He expressed their readiness to work with the Governor Soludo-led government to restore sanity in the building subsector.
What I thought the guy everyone thought when priorities and they plan town planning or whatever you call it. That's all I can whatever. The guy in our refine of Spain.
Officials of national and state emergency management agencies were part of the visit. Ejike Abana, ABS News.
A former commissioner in the immediate past administration, Honorable Obiwanko, says he is in the race to represent the people of Awka North and South in the Federal House of Representatives for their good and interest. The former commissioner was speaking when he picked the expression and interest nomination forms of the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA) from the party's national headquarters in Abuja to contest to represent Awka North and South in the Federal House of Representatives.
Honorable Nwankwo said his people had been yearning for effective and quality representation at the Green Chambers, and with his experience as a successful businessman in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria, and having created jobs for the people, he has what it takes to be a good leader, and was seen through his exemplary record of performance and experience as commissioner of 3 different strategic ministries: Science and Technology, Public Utilities and Environment Ministries, in the Willie Obiano-led administration from 2014 to 2022. He opined that he is the most qualified aspirant to represent the Awka North and South at the Federal House of Representatives, and commended the APGA party leaders, in which he had promised aspirants of a free and fair primaries. Honorable Nwankwo thanked especially APGA National Chairman Chief Victor Oye, the National Working Committee, the National Executive Council, the State ESCO of the party, and others, saying that the 2023 general elections is a watershed election both for Nigeria, the Anambra, and the Awka North and South. According to him, if right people are elected into office to work with Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo, then the journey to reconstructing local government, state, regional, and national economies has started. He noted that this is the time to elect seasoned technocrats into office, men and women with international and national contacts that can attract development for their constituencies, not just relying on federal allocation, adding that he is running on the evidence of having the right contact and network to attract development to Awka North and South. The aspirant for Awka North and South Federal Constituency said it will be inimical to rely on federal allocations alone for the development of their constituency, and that he is ready and prepared to serve as he will leverage on his contacts and network to fast-track the socio-economic development of Awka North and South.
In a similar development, a frontline politician and APGA stalwart, Engineer Dom Okafor, has picked the expression of interest and nomination forms to represent Agwata Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives under the platform of the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA). Engineer Okafor, a seasoned professional engineer, an entrepreneur and employer of labor who obtained the form, flanked by his supporters at the party's headquarters in Abuja, said he is elated that they are about to open a new chapter in the history of Agwata Federal Constituency with its representation that will lead to the development of the area. We have the details.
A Igboku-born politician revealed that he is not in the race for personal aggrandizement or self-glorification, but to change the fortune of the federal constituency for good, adding that APGA will never regret choosing him to be their candidate, as accountability, transparency, and good representation will be his watchword if elected. He also expressed confidence in the leadership of the party, both at the national and state levels, and praised the national chairman of APGA, Dr. Victor Oye, and his national working committee, describing the modalities they mapped out for the exercise as top-notch. Engineer Dom, who is a knight of the Catholic Church, a Rotarian, and a community leader, said he has touched many lives through his philanthropic and humanitarian projects, and believes strongly in the spirit and ideals of APGA as a political party.
The Minister of State for Health, Adeleke Mamora, has called for concerted efforts to remove all barriers hindering the growth of traditional medicine in Nigeria and Africa in general. Mamora said traditional medicine is part and parcel of the culture of Africa and must be encouraged to thrive, bearing all barriers on its path adding that the federal government has commenced moves to ensure proper labeling and documentation of traditional medicines. He said there are plans to facilitate research and development, human capital development and community engagement, all in the context of the traditional medicine value chain. Mamora noted that the move is also expected to produce various socio-economic benefits, including business and investment opportunities, jobs and income generation opportunities for stakeholders involved in the African traditional medicine pharmaceutical value chain, especially traditional health practitioners. On business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria has warned the public to avoid dealing with unlicensed or illegal financial operators who lure and defraud unsuspecting members of the public with promises of outrageous returns. The CBN disclosed this in the Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee's public statement advisory on illegal financial operators in Nigeria, posted on its website. It stated that the FSRCC wishes to draw the attention of the general public to the worrisome increase in the activities of the illegal financial operators, which portend grave risk to public confidence and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. It urged the public to visit the website of the CBN, Securities and Exchange Commission, and other relevant member agencies of the FSRCC to verify the registration and license status of such companies and schemes before investing in them. It added that agencies must refer to relevant supervisory authorities for confirmation before finalizing on any registration and licensing application. Now, on the foreign scene, the powerful sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has threatened South Korea with nuclear retaliation if provoked, after Seoul highlighted its supposed preemptive strike capabilities against the North. In a statement published by North Korea's state media, Kim Yo-jong called South Korea Defense Minister So-wook's recent comments about preemptive strikes a fantastic daydream and the hysteria of a lunatic. She stressed that while North Korea did not want another war on the Korean peninsula, it would retaliate with its nuclear forces if the South opts for preemptive strikes or other attacks, which would leave the South military little short of total destruction and ruin. Meanwhile, North Korea has repeatedly warned it would be prepared to use its nuclear weapons when threatened by rivals and has accelerated the development of its military arsenal since Kim assumed the leadership more than a decade ago. It temporarily suspended long-range and nuclear tests when then United States President Donald Trump agreed to meet Kim Jong-un for an unprecedented series of summits. Sports. Former Super Eagles coach Christian Chukwu has urged the Nigerian Football Federation to stop lamenting over the country's failure to qualify for the Qatar 2022 World Cup and begin preparations immediately for the fast approaching Cote d'Ivoire 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying series. According to Chukwu, one of the ways to ensure that Nigeria's bid to qualify for Cote d'Ivoire 2023 does not suffer the same fate as the World Cup Games is by appointing immediately a suitably qualified coach to start preparing the team for the challenges ahead. He said the AFCON qualifiers and friendly games against tested teams would help the new coach to study his players and build a team of his taste. And with that sports news, we end the news. But remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Anambra Deputy Governor Dr. Ibezim has cautioned against indiscriminate dumping of refuse. Anambra State Government has sealed off site of collapsed building at Oba Idemele South Council area. Minister of State for Health, Mamora, has called for promotion of traditional medicine in Nigeria. And on the foreign scene, North Korea has threatened South Korea of nuclear retaliation if provoked. And here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy, and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a great day.